I mentioned something to Buddy yesterday. If you want me to, might as well. It seemed logical. I'm excited because it's something different than the outfield, which I've been doing my entire career, and it should be fun.
Have you ever played first base at any level?
No.
So it's something that this is. I mean, how difficult a transition do you think that will be?
It'll be a transition. Difficulty will range. You don't want to take anything away from any type of infielder. You have to be extremely good in the infield to be able to play that position at this level. So I'm looking forward to it. I've been taking some ground balls myself, and I'm excited to get out there and work hard.
From a physical standpoint, what's the biggest adjustment as far as you've always been an outfielder your entire career, some DHing here or there, but having to play first base, what's the biggest adjustment you have to make?
You just got to get used to the movements, quicker movements, shorter movements. We'll see. I gotta get out there and really test it.
Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing we've said all off season with Carlos is really just for him to hopefully come in as good as shape as he can be, and from a health standpoint to do the things that hopefully gets him on the field this year, because we know he's a very quality hitter, and he's a guy that you're going to want to find at bats for, if he could take the field. And I think just in the last month, as we started talking to Buddy about the situation, how many guys we have potentially in the outfield, and a chance for Carlos to at least be open to the idea of maybe ordering a first baseman's glove and come to camp with it in your bag. And, we're going to use the next 6 weeks to kind of figure it out. And definitely in the Preller terms of Carlos playing first base. But, I didn't talk personally to Carlos about it. I know Buddy and Glenn Hoffman did. And I think his reaction was, yeah, I want to get on the field. I want to play. And, I'm happy to bring my first baseman's glove with me, and we'll find out here in the next 6 weeks if that's going to be an option.
And then he went out and bought a first baseman's glove?
Yeah, I don't know if he bought it. He probably got it ordered from
Well,
somewhere,
good point, right. Yeah, those guys, they're not buying their own equipment. I mean, how do you view him? You probably have seen enough that you'd have an opinion on how you think he could make that transition. I mean, does he have the necessary physical abilities? People think first baseman, you just throw any schmuck out there. It's a big part of your infield, as you know.
Yeah.
The trust with the other three guys being able to throw across the field and have a guy do it. How do you think he'd make that adjustment?
No, I think like you said, first base defense is a very underrated part of the game. Obviously, I think, when you have a quality first baseman over there defensively, you're able to save, it leads to run prevention. You're able to save a lot of errors, potentially from other infielders, and you're able to make those guys better. So it's something definitely it's important. I know, the guys that are here right now, Yonder is a very good defensive first baseman. But in Carlos's case, I think the first step would be, really just to see if he has the interest in it. I think in any player that you're asking to make an adjustment and a switch, whether it be Will Myers to center field, Amarice to the shortstop, the guys, at least in my experience from the past, that have, that usually end up making the switches successfully, the guys that want to do it and they want to go out and, and figure that part out. From Carlos's standpoint, I'd have to really just see him get over there and start moving around and see, how that plays out. I think been part of situations in the past, whether it's converting a guy to the mound, where you go, okay, this is going to definitely play, and it's going to be 95 plus and strikes, and all of a sudden you get on the mound, and that arm strength you saw on the field really may not transfer over. So same thing with a position switch. I think we're going to have to get over there here in spring and and see. I think ultimately he's coming here to most likely play in the outfield, but we'll try it out and and see if it's an option to try to get his bat in the lineup.